Hi, I'm Andy. Today I'm going to be showing you how to shoot a lacrosse ball. Shooting is one of the most important aspects of lacrosse in playing offense. For this shooting tutorial, you're going to need a lacrosse ball, you're going to need a stick, which is made up of two parts, a shaft and a head. You're also going to want a net so you could shoot at, and preferably a backstop in case you miss. First, we're going to talk about positioning. You want to start with your feet about shoulder width apart. You also want to be facing forward. You do not want to be facing the net head on like this. You want to be standing with the net 90 degrees to your side. So your front shoulder and your front leg are perfectly lined up with the net, just like this. Now that we have our positioning and how to stand down, we're going to be talking about hand placement. So you're going to want your bottom hand at the bottom of the stick, just like this. And a good rule of thumb on where your top hand should be is that you could line up the stick on your elbow, and wherever your hand is, that's where you're going to want to place it. So about here for myself. If you have longer arms, maybe a little bit higher. If you have shorter arms, maybe a little lower. It all depends on where that stick lines up on your elbow. Now, you're going to want to get nice and square with the net, just like we mentioned. You want to get your hands in that position and get your arms all the way back. This way you can have a longer swing when you go to shoot, and you're going to generate more power that way, so your shot's going to be faster. So now that you're positioned correctly and your arms are nice and back, I would recommend starting without having the ball in your stick. When you go to shoot, you're going to want to take a step forward. So this way you can turn and use your whole body as you go to shoot to generate even more power than just having your arms all the way back. So in that, we're going to put it all together now. We're going to take a big step. We're going to keep our arms up and back like this. You want to have your chin in your shoulder. That way, as you take that step, you can pull down. And as you come down and bring your stick towards the net, you're going to want to use this bottom hand as a lever. So you're going to generate more power, and you snap your wrist forward, just like this. So it's all one motion. It'll be something like this, without a ball. Now we're going to put it all together with the ball. So you want to have the net lined up with your front shoulder and your front leg facing this way, 90 degrees. You're going to want to have your hands just about this far on your arm, this far apart, and nice and back. You want to have your chin in your shoulder, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to take a big step and snap your wrist down. Ready? Here we go. Now that we have the fundamentals of how to shoot a lacrosse ball down, the best way to get better at this and practice this is to just do it over and over and over again. The more shots you put up on the net, the better your shot will become. And eventually, you can start playing with your shot. You can incorporate different releases where instead of coming over the top, you can go low to high, or you can shoot it sidearm. And if you're feeling really spicy, you can shoot it with your left hand. My biggest advice for any of this is to just practice. The more you practice, the better your shot will become. Shooting in lacrosse can be very difficult. Some of the hardships are missing the net, feeling like your shot is slow, or not being able to accurately place the ball. But the best way to overcome these challenges is to just practice. The more shots you put up on the net, the easier it will be to shoot, and the better you'll feel.